Hi everybody, this is Spirelli and welcome back. So, if you remember, we just fought a fight with Hogan and Mogan, which have this really cool flight attack, so I want to have them with me because they're fun. The main problem is they look exactly the same. I mean, their names are almost the same, and I'll not be able to tell you which turn it's when. But I'll try. So let's see what's going on with them. The brothers thank you with a wide grin. Soon, many of the villagers have joined your caravan. You scan around anxiously for Alet, who has gone missing when the fighting began. Right, I leveled her to 3 and she just backed off. Eventually you'll find her watching you from afar. Hogan returns at that moment, introducing you to his son and wife. Soon set out again. So we got 22 fighters, we got some renown, we got some supplies, but the supplies also, we need more now because we're bigger. Alet marches quietly alongside the caravan, a little distance since leaving the village. When you stop for a rest, Otleif approaches you both. Alet, I have something for you. Otleif has gathered up the long banner from the caravan, and smiles warmly as she passes it to Alet. What's this about? I was hoping you'd sew the banner with everything that has happened since we left Saga. Come find me another time, Rook, and we'll talk. Before you can get the land, she departs. Dad, are you the chieftain now? It sure looks that way. Oh, then that means you're both quiet for a moment while Alet unfurls the banner. Otleif has been teaching me how to sew. She speaks pretty highly of you. Can we read the part about Mom? We not. On the banner has been sewn the story of the families who have lived in Scarpa throughout the years, just as is done on every banner in every town. I wish she were here, but I'm kind of glad she isn't. The section of banner about your family is short, but Alet has been sewing in colorful designs. Why do you say that? So she doesn't have to deal with all of this, dredge, leaving home, and why do you have to kill those men in the village? I mean, if it's okay to ask. I had to make a hard choice because it's killing some of them to be able to save some instead of leaving them all behind to die. Because the threats are terrifying. Every time we have to fight them I just want to run, but I don't want to kill a person. But are you mad at me? No, I'm glad you don't want to. Alet smiles at this and her face sinks again. I guess it would do it if I really had to, but do we have to? I know what you mean. Yeah, I know, Dad. I think you're doing a good job. She hugs you. You spend the rest of your time together sewing new verses into the banner. For better or worse, the Star of Scarver is your burden now. So this banner is the one that actually comes with us. Alright, we are in the town. So, let's see. I know she wants to talk to me, but first, let's look at my heroes. One or more of your units is injured. Injured units can still fight, but have a penalty to max strength equal to number of days wounded. The healer's time passes when resting in camp. And I can level a bunch. So, we now have 6 people. And we have 6 slots, which means that soon enough I won't be able to take all of them with me. So I don't want to level absolutely everybody, because that way, once I can't have them with me anymore, it is kind of sad. So I like Hogan, so I'll definitely level him. Hogan, what can you do? What can you do? I think you need more of this because I want to use your ability and then strength. And now I can also give him some Dutch strength. And then we said I'm gonna take her with me. Let me give her more shield. She looks like a character actually why I want to level this, because look, you can get up to 13. So she can just increase her stats at all times. And then I have enough money. I guess him. So that means that we're not gonna level Rook, who's the chieftain. He's just gonna be a low level chieftain. That's cool. That's cool. I'm sorry, like I can't take care of everybody. Well, he's a heavy hitter, so he should just continue to be like an even stronger heavy hitter. So, I have that. Now, there is no market here, so we're actually just resting. I will rest. Look at that. So nobody's injured anymore. You can see that because there's no skull next to the rest anymore. And the town is like super happy. So let's talk to her. How are you doing? Oh, I'm alright. Not at first. Sometimes when a loved one dies, people say it doesn't sink in for a while. It sunk in for me right away. People tell me I'm a strong woman. It's funny, my father named me Outlive before I was even born. He wanted a boy so badly. Strong woman. What does that even mean? It means that people look up to you. Don't take this the wrong way, but I don't want to be known for handling my feelings. If I feel nothing about my husband dying, people think I'm strong. If I cry because my insides feel like they're on fire, I'm weak. Why does it feel so backwards? I'm sorry, Brooke. It's been hard. You're not sure what to say. In the many years you've known the chieftain's wife, this is probably the most you ever talked. You asked me to come find you? Yes, it's about the banner. I thought about it a long time. You asked me to give it to you, you know, if something happened. Why me? He always depended on you, Rook. It should be mine. I could carry it, but I thought about why he named you. I get it. They won't follow a woman. Families would leave. Our banner would be divided. I think they'd follow you. Come on, Rook. This isn't a time for pretend. It's not just about a small town. What happens the first time we need something from another clan? How will that go? And the first time someone thinks they can take advantage of us. I think this is what has to happen. Maybe this is what it means to be a strong woman. That's such a cheesy line, okay? I'll do my best. I think so too. Listen, I know I trucked this out. The truth is my husband and I could never have children. I don't want our banner to end here. It'll be safe with you and Aled. I know you're going to take care of him. She puts her hand on your shoulder as she heads back to the camp. I got somewhere renowned, but there is no... Oh, there is a training camp. Didn't see that. Sorry, the mouse cursor was in the video. I am playing on a controller, so I didn't look for the mouse cursor, and I just saw it. Yeah, let's fight. So, we have this dude again shouting like helpful tips to us. Went to here, and then you two are gonna play like people, and you're gonna stand behind them. It's getting a bit much with all the stats here. So again, I don't want to kill her because that takes away spot. I could kill her, but then stronger ones would have another, like, torrents more often. Stomp, stomp, stomp. It's a heavy hitter. Why is he not yelling like tips at us? Oh, protect your strong by sacrificing the weak. Tough decisions need to be made. Wow, dude. Okay, the two of you are going to take care of him. Okay. I will attack him. Right, so she can use 2 extra every turn. So it doesn't matter how much higher she is above the thing, she can always ask +2. She just did that Aisha just did 2 to our damage to our shield because shield damage is not linked to your strength. So I want to go here or here. What he can do is he can move through units. Not here. No, I'm gonna go there. If I mark prey, I will bash his shield. And then he attacks him, and she attacks, and he's killed. I need to step closer, but I can get the next person to be weak. Let's knock target back to multiple sides, doing our break damage. Break +1. They pass it. So this is not going to do much other than put her back. She's an archer. I just want to test out their abilities. Okay. So he's not much trouble anymore. Actually, well, there's one more who's trouble. But I think I can start offing them. So the good thing about her is that, you know, we can always attack +2. They're really getting at us. I'm gonna mark her, and then she should kill her. Good job. Well, we're getting rid of you somewhat. What about this? You can get rid of her. Good, good. Yeah, so they can do critical damage sometimes, which is what just happened. And then they're still dangerous even if they're technically not anymore. Okay. They can't reach her, but so I did lose one in this fight. Can I actually promote her now? Do they get experience through this? Oh, sorry. I thought I was on the hero turns, but we can always promote them before we just start a fight, so that should be fine. At a small split in the trail, a few fighters stop to speak with you, each carrying a single pack. You recognize this place, one man says. Spent several years here with some kin. If they're still around, we have to warn them of what's coming. With luck, we'll find you again in less than a week. Wish them well, send them off with extra supplies. Remind everyone that they're free to do as they please. You'll think you'll survive out there on your own, or they'll be needed here. No, I think send them off with extra supplies because that's how they'll make it back to me, I assume. That's all you're taking, you may never make it, you say. Grabbing a few items from supply bag, you strap the additional provision to their backs. Search for your family instead of food, you say with a smile. The man clasps wrists with you before departing. Alright, they get me right now. Okay. I do hope they're gonna turn. Complaints of Ravsvartra's excessive drinking have resurfaced. This time, the man stumbled over some tent ropes, pulled out a snack can rest for a flamethrower, nearly set a supply wagon on flame, plans to put out the fire on both the wagon and burns Fuzz's leg before leading him to. I will ban him from camping near others in the future. You'll rest and drink away from everyone until you learn to control yourself, you tell him. The caravan approves your decision until Ransford disappears one evening. When you finally find him, it's as a corpse at the bottom of a steep ravine. He must have stumbled into it. He was a nuisance, but nobody wanted to see it end like this. Well, that's fine. But at least, I mean, there's not more trouble to be had.
Once a strong, thriving city, the walls of Frostvellir now just keep the howling winds at bay. With luck, they'll hold out against Dredge as well.
Yeah, I just like the scenes where nothing much is happening, but you can just look at her and look, you can see Hogan and Mogan walking there. Like up front, you see our party. You jostle through fellow crowds of sunken faces who appears though they've been freezing in front of Frostville for days. The gates are closed. You come to a stop at the bottom of the hill. Uh-oh. This is not looking good. Why are there so many people in the fields? You can't stay outside in the open like this. Oddly finds you amongst many refugees. Rook, I just talked to some of the women here. Nobody's being let into the city. Why? It's overrun with the wild from Bloodsblock, Greyhorn, people from Betra, all nearby villages. The church are everywhere. When the chieftain Frostweller has locked himself in his great hall, that's when they close the gates. When the church comes, these hills will turn red. We have to get in there. I want to know more about what's going on in there. I see a lot of people gathered around the rest house and gates. We could find out what they know. How could we get in anyway? They closed the gates. I can get that gate open. Let's see if there's any other way before we start breaking down gates. I wasn't going to break it, just push really hard. I mean, they're tall, they're like twice the size of men, but I don't know whether I can open. Like, look at the gate. Okay, so now I can go to my heroes and look at them. Yes, she actually leveled, so when I train, they're actually training. Let's level her for our third one. It's good, and then some break damage. Like, she'll be kind of supported, but now she can in the first turn do 5 damage to her shield, and that's amazing. Okay. I'm sorry, Rook. Like, I don't want to level everybody because not everybody will come with me. Let's look at the market. I should stock up on food. And then she set the rest house in the gates. Let's rest first. We spent a whole day at the rest houses. Everyone gives you the same story. The chieftain just shut himself in his great hall and closed the gates. There are a lot of wounded people here at Zillet. We could help them. The rest house is overrun with refugees, the sick and wounded, and noise. Tend to the wounded. I'd like to not leave spend a day along with others in the caravan treating wounds, most of which come from archers at the gate. Overheard from one woman that the city has been sending cards as food around. Could be a way in, Ivor replies. Next time they send a card, we bring it back in. I'll leave for test. Aside from leading to a fight, it would probably mean no more food for the roses. So it's like, where are my priorities? Because what if I'm like, no, that would harm the other refugees, but then we don't get in and my caravan's harmed even more? What if I just confront them and then I don't gain anything from it, but I don't get inside either? I think I'll ambush the next card, I'm sorry. You don't have to wait long. Early the next day, you spot a cart leaving the gates of the city. After they've thrown their scraps at refugees, you make your move. Okay, so I think this is fighting people, and Alette didn't want to do that, and it kind of hurts me to move her out because there are only 5 people, but I want to value her wishes here. I think this is a good thing. Yeah. Incomplete battle party. Your battle is composed of less than 6. This could be a disadvantage. I know, but this is fighting people and I don't want to put her through it. I don't know what that will do. I just, like, I want to see whether this helps us in any way. Oh, it's only 4 of them anyway. Okay. We definitely need to come closer. I think for him I also need to level how much damage I do to a shield. because that's what I always do first. Because now look at her. Shield attack. No, you can attack him and just rip the shield apart. Which means that he can be considerably weakened. Okay, let's do it this way because I don't want to get into the way of the... Well, I forgot his name. Ivor. Why are they all out for Rook? Come on. I can kill the archer. Maybe I don't want to do that, but I think that's better than losing a turn by having him not do anything. See, they flow back. They all have this flail. Okay. Just gonna back up here. I'm gonna try to attack the one. Yes, I managed to. They're all out for Rook. Come on, guys, that's not nice. It's an 80% chance. I'll take that. Okay, Rook is almost dead because everybody wants to murder Rook. Flail him back. I also need to flail him. Okay. No! I mean, it's Rook. Not leveling Rook anyway. Ivor's on a level, that's good. We want her to level so she can kill another. It's not leveling through it. Now here's the problem. I know one of them leveled, but I don't know which one. So we did it! Victory without having Alette with us. So she didn't have to kill any people. Which means that now we should be able to get into the city. Not like this, says the leader as he falls. You gather the bodies, taking their shields with you for show. It'll be another fight when they realize what happened, says Ivor. With the cart and tow you brought to go, they're drawn open for you. So Ivor predicted as soon as you cross through the gates, the guards see entering their faces, panic and draw weapons, while refugees rush through the door. Men wearing black watches the fight from a distance. Okay. Let's do this again. There might be more people now. So yeah, you can see he's hurt. I don't know why they always put the archers so far away, like they want to fight too, they won't just run 2 turns. Oh, I'm actually too far to attack. But he can walk through units. Attack his shield. So you see this symbol, any shield bearer, if they're next to somebody else bearing a shield, they can protect the other person as well. Okay, so these now can't walk through people, so I kinda mustered him in. But he's protecting her now with his shield. And he can charge at it. Oh, this is not the place I want to charge at. Well, let's see, maybe he doesn't kill her. Oh, he did kill her. So, yeah, I don't want that because now there's 3 strong characters taking turns instead of 3 strong and a weak character. But it's better than losing a turn, I think. I'm actually not sure. Like, the fights are getting worse. And that's him. Okay, now let me take off his shield. And flailing! All the flailing. They're all the same, they're just like different shirts. Anyway, I need to flail you! Haha, flail. And now Ivor can come in. And hit him. Actually, at this time it would make sense to kill somebody because then we go into pillage. Which means that they only get 1 turn. But I kinda just wanna flail somewhere. Aww. So yeah, the next 2 turns will just be like, that's you, and now we pillage. He can't do much. And then that's him. Actually, I don't really want to kill him with Rook because I don't want them to get experience. Just feels kind of strange because, you know, Rook is the leading character. But I can do what I want. Ekil! What in the depth are you doing? Letting ourselves in? I see that. I'm very impressed. You look impressed. Look at that face. But all those people you just let in, you're dead. All those women and children with you, dead. And thanks for killing the only ones holding this place together, Skull. What are you talking about? The man orders his guys to get the door closed again before more refugees notice. If I knew there were fighters in the valley outside, I would have brought you in. I'm Ekil. I'm in charge here. You heard about the chieftain? We heard he's hiding out in the Great Hall. Oh really? Think you mean hiding out in a grave? He's eating worms if that wasn't clear. What happened in here? Soon as they heard threat were coming, anyone who couldn't swing an axe got one to the head. That's the short story anyway. At least 3 clans in here worrying over turf and food, and the worst of godforsaken Val. He eyes Ivor and shrugs with exaggeration of simply stating the obvious. We're in more danger here than out there. Look, I was in charge here before things went to crap. You've got some people who can fight, you've got a Val who apparently has the strength of a god. I can keep you safe in the Great Hall. You fight for me, and to take back Frostwell. I don't take sides. Too hard to tell when the good guys have become the bad. Fine! Cut these sheep loose and watch your own asses, what do I care? All I want to do right now is get out of the damn streets. Think carefully about what you want. Okay, so we can join them. We can fend for ourselves and be inside, or we can just go out of the city. I don't want to go out of the city because they just let us all in. So the question is, do I trust Crazy Face here? But I think having an ally is better than not. So we'll join you for now. Good, because whatever else you were thinking would have been a bad idea. I know. And look, I see your face, I trust you. It's just like, that smile, man, that smile really gets me. Echo shouts to his man, and with the gates closed, you follow him down obscure alleys. Hope we know that we're doing. Making up as we go, Ivor. Chapter 3. Okay, whee. That was a whole chapter. Now, we got into the city. So now, it looks like we're going back. And we're going to be back with the more Val-happy caravan now. Okay, so let's stop it right here. We have a lot of fighting. We went into the city. And man, this is like intense. I also really need to do more training with my Val. I need to use the abilities, I know. But I'm having fun, so that's really all that it's about. So I'll see you again next time.